Now from the great state of Illinois, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the second city of Chicago. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Thunderbirds of Brooklyn and the Chicago Tigers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. He's on his way.
Brad, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, this guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Tigers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Now at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And now an audible here into something else. Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. When you look at this defense, they currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
And I've loved watching this unit on tape because throughout this season, I've seen them do all the right things. They're about as talented a group as I've seen, and they know how to stop the run.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Great 15-yard effort on the ground there on third down to keep the drive going.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Once more, here's Eckler. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On the return, it's Tony. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
One of the league's best linebackers, he ended that play almost before it began, and the running back absolutely overmatched no matter what he tried to do.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. And we're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial. But I do think that they're going to...
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Eckler now between the tackles. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this tape, has got to be priority 1.
2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Feeling it's Uzomah, able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They ran a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How they get in there and knock another one away? You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the gun, they'll try to run it. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
15.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. They shakes him up, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Max Crosby charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. They'll set up to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Credit the sack there to Chandler Jones.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Butker's kick here is good. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Moss. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Here comes Tony on the return. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Mahomes going to change things up. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 70 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear.
Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Open man right side is Rice. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Hands it off out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And the kick is gone. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way. For almost 8 years, 64 stood as the NFL record for the longest field goal. That has since been eclipsed. It's now 66, but still 64-yarder. Pretty impressive, CD.
Absolutely agree with that, because if you drill a 60-yarder in an NFL game, you've got a lot to be proud of, record or no record. And only a handful of guys can even attempt it. Excellent job there, putting that one through the pipes.
They'll throw now on the final play. He finds his man, complete. It's Moss. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
Well, they're going option play on third down. And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Chandler Jones able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And on now is the punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will be incredible field position as that'll kick out of bounds inside the opponent's 35-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From the 23, here's 2nd and a yard. Eckler, they run left side. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Thunderbirds have cut it back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Kadarius Toney going to elect to bring this one out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Caught that look from me there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 97 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
From the 48-yard line, here's second down and 7. In motion right is Tony. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 19 down to the 19. And it's a first down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the line. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Patrick Mahomes scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Tigers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 157 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Tigers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Well, that's a good-looking rookie right there. I love how he let the play set up and then showed that explosiveness that I saw on tape in college. Remember I showed you the clip of what he was doing and setting up blocks, and then he would just go? We saw it on that play right there. That one was fun to watch.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
It's the 3rd quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Moss. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this. You're watching. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his 1st season in the NFL. A lot of rookies will try and force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
Now it's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. The offense on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 16. Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught. And he'll be taken down after big yardage. But, folks, there is a flag down, and they're already walking this one back. Well, so much for the 1st down.
And they could have, would have, should have had a 1st down, but my English teacher's not going to be happy with this one. They didn't.
Now 3rd down and very long. He'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think you may want to keep them cranking high right here.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a 1st down.
Yeah, stop. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown. Rashee Rice, 27 yards. And the Tigers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the 4th quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Moss. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
They'll get this down to the 48-yard line. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Let's get it. Let's go.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not much running room. Down to the 32. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Here's 3rd and 10. Now Patrick going to change the play. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Great 15-yard effort on the ground there on 3rd down to keep the drive going. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Yellow. Let's get it now. Let's get it right now.
Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Yellow.
Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game.
That's Jawan Taylor, the right tackle.
They run the counter now on 1st down. Now he's into the clear again. Touchdown, Chicago! A great effort there with his third touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Tigers are poised to move to 8-0 as they extend their lead even further.
Well, business as usual for them, well on their way to another victory, riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
That one into the hands of Adams downfield. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. They'll set up a throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. Trent McDuffie on the return. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game.
Charles, a lot of